So a man in a thong. So you're thinking immediately. My mind goes to, okay, how do I handle this? I can freak out and make a scene, or
Yeah.
how do I be professional, Chad? I
Right,
think
right.
that I'm stuttering, but how do I be professional when handling the situation? So I set the scene, walk out, very front of the store. Like if you walked into the store, the first guy you saw, the first thing your eyes going to is the guy in the thong. He's right at the front counter.
Wow.
So it's right up there. And he's just talking away. He's not being rude. He's not being obnoxious. He's just and the guy that was helping him, I believe his name was Nathan, if I remember correctly. I can't remember his last name. But the guy couldn't. He was. You could tell he was struggling. Like his head,
Yeah.
he was like this, head down. He had the computer. Obviously the guy's asking him questions.
Right.
I'm looking this up because we were just talking about this too. Like, hey, I'm on the phone with him, helping you out. Am I going to help you, or are you going to keep being rude to me? I'm going to put you on the word.
Yeah. We can talk all day if you want.
I'll talk all. Yes,
I'm
thank
here
you, Chad.
till whatever time.
I'm here. I'm here till 5.
Or
do you
9.
want me to be here?
10:30 though, you got to go.
That's
You know what
funny.
I'm saying? Yeah. I'll stay a little over with you on this phone.
Yeah, on this phone. I'm not going to do anything you
nothing.
think I'm working on.
Nothing.
So come out and he's a wreck. He couldn't make eye contact. He couldn't look, and I would be too, right? And if anything, it was laughable because it was a purple thong.
It was purple.
Purple. I remember that. But here's what I remember because
that's a whole nother question. But go ahead.
yes, and we'll go back to that question because this is good. So, but the next thing that stood out to me was because I'm just like, it's one of those things like when you walk out and I'm looking up and down. So I do this and I see gold. There was a gold ankle bracelet that stood out to me. I don't know why, but I can. And when I say gold, like the nugget, like the nugget bracelets.
You're still looking down.
I'm looking. Yes. I'm looking down. So I'm looking down. Because I'm trying not to look at what's there, obviously, because that's all that's.
No, I'm with you.
I'm trying to find.
No,
I've never thought about that, Chad, but that's funny. Like, I'm trying to look down.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
So when I stand there, and you can imagine, I'm standing there looking at him. My hands are on my hips. I'm thinking about what to do. I'm waiting because he's talking. I'm trying not to be rude, actually. I'm standing behind him. I'm with this close.
Yeah, okay.
I'm standing behind him trying to hover, and I'm not being. He's talking, and I'm not trying to interrupt him because I don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why I wasn't rude. I mean, because that's a reason to be
that's a
rude.
reason
Like,
to be
you're
rude.
a grown ass man.
Why are you here
in
in
a
a thong?
thong? But when I tell you what his reasoning was, you're going to really laugh.
Oh wow.
So his DSL wasn't working. Just by the way,
His
just to talk about
DSL,
DSL's
like-
internet. Yeah. So let me tell you that time frame. We were just going back a few, but DSL wasn't working. His router wasn't working.
DSL.
DSL.
Emergency.
This is
We got to lead out.
so I. Oh, shit. Oh my God! I left off.
That's an emergency.
And when I tell you what he said, you're even going to laugh harder. So he stops talking, and I just kind of step up beside him, and I say, "Listen, can you help me out? Can you get some shorts on?
Yeah.
Like, you understand that you're in a store. I'm just trying to, but I remember I do remember specifically saying, do you have some shorts that you can put on? We want to help you. We want to, because I've got like." Every single person in the store is looking at me and how I'm dealing with this.
Right.
Here I'm this just started floating manager. And
Yeah.
I hadn't been doing it for 2 months, Chad. So I'm trying to everybody's watching me. And guess who's going to get talked about is how I handle this.
Right.
So can you find some shorts? He's like, oh, God. He's just like, oh, man, listen, I'm so sorry. I love to be. This is literally what he said to me. I walk him to the side and we're talking. He's like, look, man, I'm really sorry. He was genuine. Like, you could tell he wasn't. He was like, and I believed him. He said,
You believe him? As you're looking down. So we got a couple more questions, but go ahead.
he said, look, I just like to be naked. I mean, he looked at me intent, like he's like, man, I just enjoy being naked. That's what he said. And I didn't even know what to say. I couldn't argue with him. Like, okay, so you, okay, but, and he's like, I was at the pool. We were having some drinks.
Oh, what?
He had
DSL.
and the DSL. He said, literally, he was like, I couldn't get on the internet, and I thought I would come to find out why.
It's an emergency.
It was an emergency, so.
Oh,
So yeah,
man.
so and so you can. So this picture was like it was funny because it happened, and I don't think it was 15, 20 minutes after the guy left. there was a call come from somebody. Like it got posted on the internet. Like
That quick.
Like within 15
So you got
minutes.
his DSL working.
Oh,
Apparently.
the DSL worked. He had internet, high speed, like on the Verge chat. I remember when I first started with AT&T, we were talking about Edge. Remember Edge? Like Chad's like, well, you're on the edge of fast. He said the edge of, and I don't know why it's always struck me. So I don't know if I've ever told you that, but you made this thing. He was like, we were talking about speed, and he's like, well. Because I was excited because Chad had like the iPhone 2 or 3, and I had just got an iPhone 1. And he's like, well, you're on the edge of fast.
Hey, man, it's all
to
about
this day,
glass half full.
Chad. So the whole time we're here talking, one of us is going to point out half full.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all about
It's
your
all
perception.
about your perception. But now, Chad's perception was half. You're on the edge of fast is not.
Hey, man, but hey, it's not fast, but it's close.
It's close.
So just sign up today. You're gonna be fast soon. Just call me.
Yes. So listen, if you're trying to sell ketchup to an
I'm
Eskimo
gonna
wearing
find
white gloves,
the picture and I'm gonna put it on the screen right here so you can see what we're laughing about. But the question I have, and we're gonna change the subject because I don't want to send you out.
the
like
rabbit
that.
hole's deep here.
So like purple and ankle bracelet. You look at that. How you know it's purple?
My shirt, and by the way, my shirt was purple. I do remember.
wow.
Even my shirt was like a.
Yeah,
it was like
I remember
around
that.
the
Yeah, I do
springish.
remember that
So here's
purple
what's
shirt.
funny.
I do remember that.
Here's
purple
what's funny.
shirt. That was
So-
the best one shirt we had.
It was It had AT&T embossed. I didn't go buy this purple shirt. This
Yeah,
was
no.
This
We
was
did,
free
yeah,
corporate
yeah.
money I spent on this shirt because I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
But so it was springtime. The dude actually coordinated with, because when AT&T would release product, like in the springtime, you would get those colors like purple,
Right.
the blues. This guy was wearing a purple. So I can appreciate his style.
Hey, man. Hey, as long as you can appreciate it, you can appreciate it, man.
Half full, I guess.
Half full,
It's
because that was
full.
half
It's
empty for me. I always thought half empty, because I would have stopped at the purple thong. I never would have saw the ankle bracelet.